Today, we'll be making pasta dough, and I'll make some fresh pasta to show you guys how it's all done. So we're going to start with some flour. There's about 390 to 400 grams of flour in there. We're going to use one of these food processors. It's far quicker, far easier, and there's less mess. So if you have one, feel free to grab it out, it's far better. Then we're going to add about 4 eggs. We're going to season that well. Some nice seasoning. A glug of olive oil, not too much, about a tablespoon. Then we're going to put the lid on and we blend it. And that should blend up well. Should only take a couple of minutes max. So as you can see, it's starting to ball around the outside. That's what we're after. So this is doing all the kneading for us. So all the work's been done. So we're just going to check that now. It's not too bad. So you don't want it too sticky, but you don't want it dry. So we're just going to grab that out. So that's actually nice. See, it beats sitting here and having with a fork and having to mix it all together. This is done very quickly. So then you just combine it all a bit more. So there we have our pasta dough. We're going to put that in the fridge for about 15 minutes, cover it in cling film. I'm going to come back and we'll show you how to make some nice fettuccine and what we can do with it. See, our dough's been in the fridge for about 15 minutes, so we're just going to unwrap that. We're going to cut it into about quarters, so straight through the middle there. To the middle again. We're going to set them aside. We'll play with one at a time. So what we're going to do is, we're just going to roll out one of the quarters, just to make it flat so it'll fit through the machine. The flour. Just roll it out. Nothing too soft or too hard, just roll it out. Then what we're going to do is, we're going to turn our machine on. As you can notice, most machines, you've got to turn it. This one happens to be electric. So we'll see how it goes. So you put it on the lowest setting, which is number 1, which is the longest gap. So it'll actually squeeze in and make it longer as we go. So it's on the furthest gap now. And we just lay straight through. So it's going to do a couple of times through there. Then we're going to go down just a touch further. Again, just rolling it through. Just a couple of times. Then from here, I'll just fold it in half. And just roll it just a touch. Then I'll put it through the opposite way. It adds a bit of strength within the pasta. Just do that a couple of times. And we're going to go down a touch further. A couple of times. And I'll do that one more time. And just roll it out. And we just run through again. Okay. So now we'll just go down the numbers, thinner and thinner. Further. Fresh pasta is, you can do so much with fresh pasta. You can make lasagna sheets, you can make fettuccine, you can make spaghetti. There's so much you can do with it. And it actually doesn't take long. Yeah, so it's going to knock that down a bit further now. And you'll start to see the difference. It starts to get a bit longer. And a bit further again. So what I'm going to do this time, I'm just going to elongate that lid one more time. I'm actually going to try and get a bit a bit more width with it, and go across this way. There we go, that's a bit better. So we're just going to go down to that number 1.5 actually, between 1 and 2. So as you can see, it's starting to elongate now. You can nearly see your hand through it. So go one more time. Actually, I find this quite relaxing. So I know to some people this might be weird, but for me, this is nice. Soft music playing, nice glass of wine, making pasta. For me, I couldn't think of anything better than that. So when we get our pasta like this, a little bit of flour, just run it across. Turn it over. We have one sheet. So I'll go ahead and I'll make the rest. Okay, so we're just about done our pasta. So that 4 eggs and 100 grams of flour gets a decent amount of pasta. Definitely enough for 4 people. Okay, just a little bit of flour. So from here, I'm going to cut roughly, say about that size. We're just going to cut. Then what we're going to do with that is we're going to roll them. So you can make fettuccine, you can make pappardelle, the thinner, thicker, it's totally up to you. So what we do is we just roll. Then from there, it depends on what size pasta you'd like. If you want, say, pappardelle, you make it a bit thicker. Then we have pappardelle. Then with this one, we'll do a bit thinner. It's more like fettuccine with this size. I quite find this bit part fun actually, just pulling them all apart. It's quite therapeutic. Then this one, roll it again. Trying to get that even thinner. It'll just open up. So from one piece of pasta, you get all different shapes, different sizes, depending on what you want to do with it. Just remember to make sure they're floured well, otherwise it'll stick together. these ones here, you could just cut those into pieces and you have lasagna sheets. You can cut them into squares. For example, you can grab offcuts like this. You can put some meat in there. You can actually roll that and make cannelloni. So there's many different things you can do with different types of pasta. I'll continue cutting these. So from that pasta dough, as you can see, we've made all different types of pasta. Very quick, reasonably easy. As I said, just relax, soft music, glass of wine, and take your time.